As I finish walking along this pipe-like object, I find a ladder that leads up to some sort of window. So I climb up the ladder and continue my journey forward into the final frontier. I find myself walking along another pipe as I see a whole group of people, I guess, with masks on, walking towards some sort of door, another door with an eye on it, like the ones from earlier that we've seen. On yet another pipe, I make my way down the pipe, and I find this plank, and more people, presumably with masks, walking to somewhere. And then I see a lady just standing there, overseeing the people walking. Who is she? I don't know, but we'll find out later, I hope. After parkouring some quadrilateral chandeliers, I find my way into a fairly lit hallway with a silhouette of someone. And then I see some more of these people eating food. So I try to sneak away, and I get away from this first person, but then the second person rips out the table and chases after me. He's hungry. I make my way onto the table and I climb up with this pillar of plates, and I do my best to swing, but I miss, so I go back up the pillar of plates and I try again, this time succeeding, and I make my way into that little window. After befriending a gnome, I go back through the crack, and I make my way up to this table where all these people are eating. And I run past these people, accidentally crack open a bottle of some red substance. And then slowly but surely, I climb my way up to the top. After parkouring from some more hungry people, I find myself in another corridor with a bunch of people now, and it looks like there's a guy trying to eat me. Once again, just nobody else notices. He gets stuck, so I jump over him. He turns back around, so I make sure I dash through, because I gotta go fast, and I slide on him. And then I make my way through. As I'm walking, one of the twin chefs come back, so I'm forced to flee into the next room because he spots me. So I hide under the sink, and I waited out for him to leave. After he leaves, I exit out from hiding, and I notice that mirror, although I don't do much about it. I try to find some way out, maybe it's on the toilet. Nope. And then I realize there's something about that mirror. It looks like there's a little crack in there, so maybe we have to break it. And it turns out that I was correct, although all these glass shards do fall on me, and nothing happens, so that's quite strange. As I make my way up the elevator, I go into the next room, in which there's another corridor, and more people with masks on this time start crawling out trying to eat me. So I make my way, and I run, and I run, and I run. I turn. I keep running under the table. And I turn into the next room, continuing to run. I jump over this fallen shelf, get onto the table, avoid these guys' Grubby's hand, and as the music reaches a climax, I jump and I make it through, and one of the ladies fall. I hope she's alright. Now, I continue my way to the last part of the game. The true final frontier. But of course, before I can make my way to the true final frontier, of course, Six, like she always does, gets a stomach ache and needs something to eat. So as we make our way into the next room, it looks like there's a gnome with a sausage on the ground. And looks like there's some food. So we can give the gnome, or the gnome's giving us the sausage to eat. So what's she doing? As we continue on from that shocking trail of events, we see the lady from earlier, I presume she is, and she goes into the elevator. We can't go through anywhere else in this room. We try to climb up the desk, but that doesn't work. So we use this little mini vase to open up the elevator once more. The elevator comes back to pick us up, and it's time to go. Going up this staircase, I see a door guarded with a lock, meaning we're gonna have to go all the way up the stairs and try to find out where this lock is. As I continue to make my way up the stairs, I hear the lady is humming a tune with the clock as her metronome. So I sneak my way past the lady who's humming her tune in search of a key to escape this little nightmare. As I climb onto her bed, I see her desk, and I break this vase with the eye on it, similar to the ones that we've seen earlier, and I find the key that allows us to unlock the last part, hopefully the last part of this game. the noise, something happened, so I'm guessing that we're going to have to run soon. I turn on my light, and then there she is. So I start running, keep running. We've reached the end of the hallway, and she caught me. And we try again, and we make it. We style on her. And then we make our way through this little room, and took me a little bit to realize.
A few moments later.
Anyways, a few moments later, I finally figure out what's going on, and I make my way to the corner of the room. And it turns out that the whole time there's been a plank on a door that I needed to knock down in order to find a mirror. As I walk out of the little room, the lady appears, and then she disappears, leaving a light. As I walk into the light, the lady comes. The mirror, it pushes her back. Now, I need to step into the next part of the light. It's time to face our fears. And with that, I face the final blow. The mirror breaks, and 6 wakes. I wake up to an ominous scene. The lady on the floor trying to get up, but I am hungry. Oh no. She isn't. No way. The familiar tune comes back on. And then as we absorb the energy around us, it turns out that this whole time, in fact, there was no nightmare that we couldn't face. There was no beast we couldn't best. Because we We were the little nightmare all along. As the credits finish rolling, we're reminded that this is Little Nightmares, a game where you need to face your fears. But just remember, you should never become your own fear. Anyways, that's Master Mad. I'll see you guys in the next video. There's a stream on Saturday. Thanks for watching. As is the game thanks me for playing. No problem. I'm going to be following this up with a Little Nightmares 2 series. So as you can see, like and subscribe. And